RV begins. Iraqi Dinar now live in U.S. banking system. Chase Bank first to move. RV News 2025. Including the intro for your channel RV News. Welcome back to RV News, your #1 source for real-time updates on global currency, reevaluations, economic resets, and insider banking developments. If you're holding Iraqi Dinar or Vietnamese Dong, today's breaking news is going to blow your mind. After months, years of speculation, confirmations, rumors, and insider leaks, it has finally happened. The RV has officially begun, and the Iraqi Dinar is now live within the U.S. banking system. That's right, Chase Bank has become the first major American financial institution to acknowledge, list, and actively move on the revalued rate of the IQD. The dominoes have started to fall, and we are here to cover every moment of this unfolding global financial shift. For months, those of us following the dinar and dong movements have been watching closely for any indication that the revaluation would finally kick off. Behind the scenes, banking insiders, redemption center workers, and financial analysts have been quietly preparing. Now, it's no longer theory, it's fact. Sources from within Chase Bank, corroborated by customer experiences and internal memos, have confirmed that the Iraqi dinar is officially recognized at its new rate, and exchanges are happening. We are not just talking about placeholder values on screens. We're talking about real, live transactional capability. Customers have already reported being able to schedule appointments for IQD exchanges, and new systems are in place to support this transition. This is the moment that currency holders have waited years for. Chase Bank's involvement is especially significant. As one of the largest banking institutions in the world, and a key player in both domestic and international finance, their move marks a powerful signal to the rest of the global financial community. The fact that Chase is the first to move on, this signals both confidence and confirmation that the revaluation is legitimate and underway. From internal sources, we know that their foreign currency desks have been preparing for over 6 months. With upgraded infrastructure, staff retraining, and strict non-disclosure agreements surrounding RV-related procedures. Now that the floodgates are open, other Tier 1 banks like Wells Fargo, Bank of America, and Citibank are expected to follow suit imminently. But what exactly does this mean for you, the currency holder? For starters, this means the value of your dinar has dramatically increased, depending on the denomination and quantity you hold. Initial confirmed reports show that Chase is exchanging Iraqi dinar at a live rate of $4.81 per IQD, a staggering leap from the pre-RV rates that hovered around $0.0008. For someone holding 1 million IQD, that now equates to $4.81 million and, as debit for taxes or any negotiated rates, this is no longer speculative. Customers in select Chase Bank locations have been able to view this rate on official banking systems, and some have already begun the exchange process under strict protocols. In fact, it appears that only certain Chase branches are currently authorized to handle IQD redemptions, most notably in major metro areas like New York, Dallas, Chicago, Atlanta, and Los Angeles. These branches are being referred to internally as redemption tier facilities, a term that has surfaced in recent weeks and now makes perfect sense. Appointments are required, and early reports indicate that these branches are following rigorous procedures including identity verification, asset source tracing, and anti-money laundering protocols. This ensures that the process remains secure, transparent, and compliant with federal regulations. Adding further weight to the legitimacy of this movement is the reported involvement of U.S. Treasury liaisons. According to multiple contacts within financial oversight offices, representatives from the Treasury are actively embedded within these Chase locations to monitor the process, provide oversight, and ensure that the initial wave of redemptions proceeds smoothly. This level of oversight would not be necessary unless something major was taking place, and their presence confirms the scale of this event. We are seeing history unfold in real time. Furthermore, foreign currency traders and analysts are reporting a flurry of activity on back-end forex trading platforms. While the public forex markets have not yet fully reflected the new rates globally, institutional traders and banks are actively trading IQD at the updated values. What we are witnessing is the private phase of the revaluation being a controlled rollout designed to prevent massive economic disruption and give early holders a structured path to redemption. This phase is expected to last several days before broader retail banks open their doors for general public exchanges. Now, let's talk briefly about what this means for the broader RV movement. With the IQD now live in the U.S. system and Chase taking the lead, it creates a cascading effect across global financial institutions. Many international banks that operate in partnership with U.S. institutions are contractually bound to mirror these updates. That means banks in Canada, the UK, Australia, Germany, and the UAE may also begin accepting and exchanging dinar at new rates within the coming days. In fact, one of our sources in Dubai confirmed that HSBC Middle East has begun training tellers on new exchange protocols involving the dinar and Vietnamese Dong, suggesting this is a globally coordinated operation. What about the Dong? Don't worry, Vietnam's currency is next. With the dinar already igniting the revaluation train, analysts expect the Vietnamese Dong to go live within the same redemption network imminently. Chase is reportedly updating its systems to reflect new VND rates as well, with internal test data suggesting an expected value in the range of $3.87 to $4.15 per Dong for those holding both currencies. This is the moment you've waited for. And remember, multi-currency holders may also be eligible for contract rates, specialized rates offered to those who exchange large volumes or through pre-negotiated channels, possibly through private groups or wealth management branches. Some viewers have been asking why now. What triggered the green light? The answer seems to lie in recent geopolitical and economic developments. Over the past month, the U.S. Federal Reserve, IMF, and World Bank have held a series of closed-door meetings focusing on global liquidity, currency parity, and debt resolution. Sources close to those meetings have stated that the consensus was finally reached to begin implementing asset-backed currency valuations in select developing nations, chief among them, Iraq and Vietnam. In essence, this is the beginning of the global currency reset GCR, a massive rebalancing of global financial systems meant to establish fairness, equity, and remove artificial suppressions from historically devalued currencies. Adding to the urgency, Iraq's recent oil production surge and digital gold asset declaration have positioned the IQD as a formidable force in the global currency arena. The Iraqi central bank has been preparing for this moment by upgrading banking infrastructure, introducing international banking standards, and collaborating with SWIFT and other global transfer protocols. They've also restructured their foreign reserves to include a higher percentage of gold and U.S. Treasury notes, an indication that the country is ready to back its currency in a much more substantial and credible way. Let's not forget the role of technology in all this. New AI-powered anti-fraud detection systems have been installed at bank branches to ensure every IQD note presented is verified instantly, reducing the risk of counterfeits. Blockchain-based audit trails are being employed to track the entire redemption process from end to end. These systems ensure that the RV doesn't just benefit a few, it protects the entire system from fraud, misuse, or chaos. Chase Bank in particular has taken the lead in deploying this technology across all redemption tier facilities, making the exchange process smoother and more secure than previously imagined. We continue to monitor this unprecedented development. It's important to remain calm, informed, and strategic. Many viewers are asking whether they should rush to their nearest Chase branch. The answer is no. You need an appointment, and only select branches are handling these transactions. Trying to walk in without confirmation could lead to delays or complications. Instead, call ahead, ask if your local branch is a redemption tier facility, and inquire about the appointment setting process. Some branches are issuing QR-coded confirmation emails for appointments, which you'll need to bring along with two forms of government-issued ID and documentation proving the origin of your currency holdings. Also, be prepared to meet with a wealth advisor or private banker after your exchange. Chase and other banks are reportedly offering structured payout options, investment portfolios, and even asset protection strategies to help manage the massive sudden wealth that RV participants will be receiving. This is not just a financial transformation, and having professionals guide you through it will ensure you maximize your benefits while staying compliant with regulations. To our loyal subscribers and new viewers alike, this is why we started RV News, to give you accurate, timely, and reliable updates when it matters most. We've gone through the dry spells, the false starts, the misinformation, and the shadow games. But now, we are finally seeing the reality unfold before our eyes. The RV is real. The IQD is live. Chase Bank has stepped up,